I am going to talk to you about the Ranunculus Sprinkles now, and I've put together a series of different Royal Horticultural Society containers filled with these wonderful little plants. As you can see, they're absolutely bursting with blooms, and to make sure that they flower right throughout the spring for you, all you've got to do when the big flower has finished flowering is take off the big bud that's fading, and it gives all these little buds a good chance to develop. Now, from time to time you might find a little yellow leaf which you can pick off as well, and as I said before, they flower right throughout the spring. I've used a natural theme in this one here and put together a little bit of bark with some straw. I've used a slightly more funky theme in this pot and put in what we call sisal, wonderful sort of cerise coloured floristry tool, then the little planter, and in this one here I've created a little bit of a framework with the Matsumata twigs. All in all, a wonderful little plant, great throughout the spring. So let's show you now how to create your own Ranunculus Sprinkles container. I'm going to show you how to fill this wonderful container full of Ranunculus Sprinkles now. And I'm going to show you just a little trick of the trade. The pots, as you might know, come with a hole at the bottom. Now, this hole is for drainage, which is great, but it also lets out a lot of your soil. So to recycle one of your plant pots, we're actually just going to use the base of it. And you do that by using your scissors. You cut into the pot and just trim it all the way around. It's quite a nice way of recycling your unwanted plant pots as well. So the top bit we just discard, and the bottom bit goes into the container. So as you can see, that's going to really protect the soil from spilling out. Then you get your compost. You can use any old compost. Multi-purpose compost is fine for the ranunculus. And we're just going to fill the base of the pot with a nice layer. Then your plants go in, gentle little squeeze into the pot. They fall out, and you just place them into the container. So there we go, as you can see, nicely filled pot now. So now we need to fill our container. Now you can do this in two ways. You can either choose to use some more soil, or what I'm doing is I'm just using this little bit of sphagnum moss. It's a great way of just filling the container until it's nicely packed down. So I'm going to fill the side of the container with this piece of bark. Now this comes produced into a piece like this, fairly square. I'm just using a little start of it, and then I'm tearing it into some slightly smaller pieces. Here's some I did earlier, and I'm going to just break those down and just create a little bit of texture. And there we are. That's our Ranunculus Sprinkles container.